just going to deal with these blisters now. Thankfully, I had two actual blister band-aids, but I've only got two of them. I went to the pharmacy to see if they had some more, but they didn't have these. And these seem to be a special thing that you leave on. You don't take it off, you shower in them. So what I'm going to try and do now is find some way of using hiker's wool. Okay, so today's hike, we start here at Porto Covo. So where I've come from, way up the map up here. So I've come in land and now I've gone out to the coast. Now from this point here, I take the Fisherman's Trail, which is the blue line. This is today's walk. All the way down here to Milfontes, to Villanova de Milfontes. Now, this way is 20 kilometres, should be good with blisters, and it's pretty much sand. So that's something to look forward to. Right, I'm going to have breakfast. In case I forget to tell you, the ferry is shut now for the season, so I can't even catch the ferry across here, so I've got to walk the bridge. But that's tomorrow's job. Okay. Good morning. Day, whatever it is. Just had breakfast. I'm just trying to show you the view. Apparently I go back the way I came from yesterday. I'm going to struggle with these blisters on my feet. I've done the best I can with what I've got and what I had. I suspect, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. So I'm just going to have to do it. It's just a bit unfortunate that today is probably one of the most grueling days of the whole thing. I mean, the weather's perfect, and I've got my gaiters because apparently the sand is pretty heavy and deep, and it's cold this morning. But it's a reasonably clear sky, so yeah, everyone's out walking their dogs. Country of dogs, for sure. So I've got to go back into the market and go back to where I came from yesterday. 20 kilometres today, it's just gone 8:22 my time. Stopping dependent, well, I don't know, I normally walk 5 kilometres an hour. I think I'm meant to be looking over there. Here it's not quite that, given the terrain has been pretty full on, and the mud and the rain and the wind. But sand's going to slow me down a lot, so it's probably going to be more like 3 kilometres an hour. So yeah, this is going to take me all day. 6 hours minimum, I'd suggest, 7 probably, more likely. And then it's a matter of finding your accommodation at the other end. I'm just coming through the main plaza here. I haven't taken a lot of photos here. Last night's dinner was very good. Last night's sleep was good. I had the heater on all night. It's cold. Like there was a fire in the restaurant this morning. A few people about. Okay, I'll just turn around. So this is the main plaza here. This is where it all happens in Porto. Nothing's open. It's Sunday morning. Happy birthday, Susie, for Friday. I completely lost a day in there somewhere. So anyway, here's somebody who doesn't want to go for a walk. But the church is here. They've got all the Christmas lights up at the moment, so yeah, it's really pretty. And I suspect there's some very good fish to be had in this. You got your hands full, good morning. Oh dear. Hello, Papa. Hello, Papa. Morning. Anyway, yeah, this lovely church behind me, if you can see it, here, and interesting, there's a restaurant there for hot dogs. See what I did there? Anyway, alright, I've taken some painkiller. If you're wondering why I'm so chirpy, I'm just hoping that'll take the edge off these two blisters. God, I wish I had some room in my backpack. It's a very stylish city, little town, little place here. Alright, I'm going to put my arm down and give it a rest and find the markers to start the official Fisherman's Trail. Oh, I saw this last night. Look what they've got. It's not a medieval shield. That is a drum, a steel drum. And that's a sign. I've always wanted to learn a steel drum. I reckon that's what I'm going to do when I get back. There's some cool stuff in this place. Anyway, I don't have any room in my backpack, so none of it's happening. Chat to you later. Bye. I'm not actually doing a lot of filming on this section because, well, that's the drop, and pretty much the trail, that's footprints way down there, the trail is right on that sheer cliff face. So by the time you've done that and walked through, you know, this is pretty deep sand and it's pretty heavy going, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's why I'm not taking much footage, but it's you know, whee. Anyway, I'll keep cracking on because I'm actually in need of a beer or a really good foot soak, and I've got to keep an eye on markers because my compass has come in use a couple of times this afternoon. Alright, check you in later. So this is the final 3.5 kilometres into Milfontes, and by the time I get there it's up there in the distance. I reckon it's taken me 6 hours, and I don't know how I feel about that section actually. It was Heather's fine. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. You know, I just think the sand was a bit brutal. I wouldn't want to be a novice trying to do this walk by any stretch of the imagination. I think you need to have some training, and I think, oh, that's where all the fishing boats come in, obviously at night. That's why that restaurant's down there. You know, I don't think you could do it not having some hiking under your belt. Well, you could, but and also GPS would help. But you know, I've used that compass a couple of times today, and although it's kind of, I just follow the water and the coast, yeah, but there's also about I'm guessing, but anywhere between 6 to 10 kilometres of sand dune, and just like in Australia we've got saltbush, and with the overcast conditions, you've really got no idea where the sun is. I couldn't work out the direction, and I wandered off the path a couple of times. I was head down and looking at footprints. For a while there I was following this guy's sand shoe mark, because he passed me at one point going north, and I just happened to look at his footwear and I worked out which footprint was his. So I was going south, I was following his prints coming up towards me. Anyway, he went off track at one point, and I was like doing my best, you know, early dingo tracking skill, and I noticed that he went off to the right somewhere, so I followed that for a while, and then that's what alerted me to the fact that I wasn't actually on the blue and green trail. We're obviously walking through someone's paddock here. I just put that together. So yeah, it's, I mean, having blisters isn't helping, and I cannot believe in the years I've been doing this, I've never had blisters, but as I said, I think you're right. Damp shoes. I don't even want to take these shoes off when I get to wherever I'm staying. Anyway, interesting section. I don't know. I'm going to have a little think about it. I think this bit's good. I also know, and I've worked out for myself, I'm a little bit claustrophobic, so I don't like, I had no idea I was, by the way, but I noticed when I was walking through the eucalypts and all that other slightly wooded areas, I'm not quite as comfortable as I am like in this situation. So anyway, I'm going to call it quits now and try and get into the village before the beer runs out. This is where I currently am. I'm in this place here called Porto. It's a bar. I'm inside at the moment. These guys are all sitting out here. I've ordered some pork strips and I'm just waiting for them to come out, and I'm staying. See where that flag is up the top there, flapping in the wind. Where that guy's sitting there on the phone. I'm staying up there in that room up there. Anyway, there's been a few more people on this walk, thank God, because the last 3 days have been pretty quiet. So, yeah, it's been really good. Okay, it's pretty quiet in here, but never mind.